boys and ghouls, and welcome to another episode of B-Rated, the new show that's designed to bring you the very best in B-list horror films. I'm your host, Timothy Von Ghoul. Today, we'll be bringing you a mad morsel of morbidity entitled Troll 2, Claudio Fragazzo's 1991 Freak Fest, often hailed as the worst film ever made. But don't take my worms for it.
Oh God. It's all over me. Let's talk Troll 2. Now, Troll 2 is lauded by many as the worst film ever made, but why is this? I'm not saying the film is unjustly judged, but certainly there's been worse films made. Films that offend sensibilities, taste, style, and structure on a much grander scale. So why has a rabid cult of trollists popped up in its wake, inspiring mass screenings, websites, and merchandise? I have some thoughts, but first, a plot synopsis for the uninitiated. In an eerie flash of cultural foreshadowing, the suburban Waits family, to satisfy Mr. Waits' apparent farmer fetish, is switching lives and houses with the rural Presence family, who reside in a 26-person town called Nilbog. Nilbog is quaint, dusty, and filled mostly with men in hats. Oh, and did I mention goblins? The goblins, according to wise old mentor figure Grandpa Seth, originated in the Alps, so it makes sense they've taken up shop in a small farming community in the Midwest. Their favorite food is half human, half plant, and they accomplish this by feeding their victims pastries caked in green Nickelodeon slime, which is apparently what spurs the chemical reaction within their bodies. Joshua, our hero, eventually discovers the key to defeating the goblins is the power of goodness. What that means, I don't know, but apparently the directors equated it with a double-decker bologna sandwich, or, as Joshua is holding, 15 pieces of bologna between 2 hamburger buns. Sounds ridiculous, right? And it is, which is what makes Troll 2 so damn watchable. As I've learned throughout my years, there are 2 types of bad movies. Ones where the director was in on the joke, and ones where they were not. And both are great in their own ways, one for its failure, the other for its camp. Troll 2 is so damn great because it straddles both lines. Its complete and total lunacy is approached with almost deadpan seriousness. Therefore, it speaks both to those who appreciate the inherently bad ethos of a movie like this, but also to thrill seekers who are looking for, superficial laughs and bad special effects. Also, while we may not subscribe to its innate philosophy, I believe Troll 2 offers a very American, innocently Republican view of our country and the rapidly diminishing nuclear family. Mr. Waits' ludicrous idea of displacing the family to a rural atmosphere resonates as a pathetic attempt to bring them closer together. And don't forget just how adamant not only young Holly Waits is, but also mother and father that her boyfriend Elliot, the playboy son of the Coopers, completely abandon his friends and join their family. Much like the Republican Party's advocating of American ethics and family values in recent elections, Troll 2 gives us a family eager to get back to its American roots, but foiled by European goblins who gained their power from Stonehenge. And don't forget that what makes the goblins so unique is their status as vegetarians, bringing to mind veganism, which has its roots in Europe, and the Republican Party's worst enemy, the hippie. The goblins' tactic of turning their victims into half-plant, half-humans before eating them could be a statement on the devouring nature of European culture on traditional America, leading to a loss of cultural identity. And remember, the only thing that can beat them is the power of goodness, or perhaps, in Republican terms, morality. Whether or not you subscribe to these politics, Troll 2 is essentially asking what it means to be an American, then taking a stance on that question and fighting for what it believes, which I think is something to applaud. And all this from an Italian director who apparently could speak no English on the set. It's for these reasons that I believe Troll 2 resonates so strongly with our culture. So I proudly support my fellow trollists in saying that this is the worst movie ever made. A title I think it's earned, and a title I think it wears proudly.
They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my God!
I first heard about Troll 2 back in 1986. I was working on a film called Inner Zone with Beatrice Ring. My boss at the time handed me a script for a movie called Hobgoblins, which then became Goblins, and then eventually Troll 2.
Do you see this writing? Do you know what it means? Hospitality. And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it!
What made this film so unique is that everyone could enjoy it. It was a lighthearted, family fun movie paired with that balls-to-the-wall terror.
Joshua, start singing. Come on, sing that song I like so much.
I don't feel like singing, Mom.
Just sing.
Row, row, row your boat gently down a stream.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
I remember filming the row, row, row your boat scene with the family in the van, and the mother could not understand the concept of singing it around. So Claudio turns to her and he says, "If the Nazis had won the war, you'd be dead." And she got it on the next take.
It's my belief that there is no such thing as a bad horror film. You just need to be in the right frame of mind. With that said, I'm giving Troll 2 3 beers down, which basically means that in order to enjoy this film, the viewer must drink a minimum of at least 3 beers. So gather your friends, get some brew, rent Troll 2, and enjoy your scream-evening! For the brothers Von Ghoul, thanks for chopping by!